What is up, guys? Welcome back to Tacos, Turbos, and Toothpicks. And today we're going a little off script. We don't have the truck. That's in Missouri. We're back home at my mom's house in Parkersburg and just trying to get some stuff done. And I just thought, why not do a video? I've been slacking, so I don't know what else to do. I got a lawnmower, got some grass. Let's make a video. So welcome back, guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Calvin. Got the beard, got the toothpick. Tacos, turbos, and toothpicks is what we do. I just want to do a short little video. So for those of you who don't know, I used to do landscaping a few years ago, almost 10 years of my life, and I loved absolutely every minute of it. Just to the fact that I wasn't doing it for myself. Maybe one day here in the future, I will change that. Last year, purchased a Hustler Fast Track from a local hardware store called Baker's here. It's in Millsboro, Delaware, about 20-30 minutes away from here. Huge shout out to those guys. Was super helpful. Was able to get the mower that I wanted. It's kind of a cross between a commercial and a residential mower. Just a 54-inch deck, nothing too crazy, but I love dropping L's. And I know what you're thinking, like, I don't have a nice yard, I don't have irrigation, I don't put money into fertilizer. Neither does my mom. This is my parents' house. Like, this is all weeds. Y'all can see from the video, like, there's nothing special. Just getting Mother Nature to rain down on it. We got some good iron around here in Parkersburg in the water, so it gets a little green. But I mean, as you can see, we got a yard full of crap, and I just kind of want to do a little video on how I drop lines, how I keep everything clean, and how I keep everything from causing me more work, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do a little oil change on this thing, but just to give you all a run around, pretty much anything in your yard you got to cut around, just go ahead and cut around it. Go all around the whole entire yard, cut around it. Not even once, not even twice, sometimes even 3 times. Go around the house, kick as much grass as you can away from anything where you don't want grass. Like my mom's got that little driveway patio thing. I don't want to have to blow that off. So what's the point of me only going around once, and then when I try to drop L's, it throws grass all up on top there? You don't want to do that. So cut around it 3 times, kick all the grass away from the house. You know, we got all these sheds, kick it away from the sheds, the old truck. We got the burn pile here. That doesn't really matter if you get grass in that, but my mom has gardens everywhere. Just think ahead, you know, cut around everything and then drop your lines, okay? As you can see, we've got the little backyard here. You can't really see this from the road. And over there is not really getting cut because my mom's planting some wildflowers, so it's not a big deal. But right here, you know, you got trees in the way. People from the roadway can't really see, but this is where I drop the L's. So when you drive by, all the haters, when they peek through there, when they're riding by, you know, the wives come by and like, dang, why can't my yard look like that? That's what I go for, is that wow factor. Diagonal straight towards the road. Cut this a few times, because where your stripers, everybody's like, well, I don't have a mower with stripers. Like, how do I put lines in it like that? These are your stripers right here. They're called llantas, tires. That's it. It's the tires laying the grass down that makes it gives it that effect. Going that way and coming back this way. It can be done with a regular mower. It's a lot easier with a 0-turn, but I've seen it done. Push mowers, ride-on mowers. But yeah, it can be done. I'm gonna give you all a little time-lapse video of me cutting grass. You can either take my advice, hate on it. I don't know how you cut grass. Drop it in the comments if I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna do a little oil change on the old girl, and we're gonna pack it up for the day. I appreciate y'all stopping by. What is up, guys? Thought I'd take some time here. It is a lovely day here in Maryland, and as you can see, we got a little grass to cut. Mom saved it for me when I got home, but you know, job never sleeps. So all the rain and weather we've had, the grass is popping right back up. So, but I do need to do a little oil change on this thing. I bought this thing last May, and at 10 miles, I think it was 10 or 15 hours, not miles, they asked me to go ahead and do an oil change for break-in service, and I think we're at like 13 or 14, so we're gonna go ahead and knock it out. It is the 23 or 24 horsepower Kawasaki FT691V. Just gonna do a little service on this thing. It's a little dirty, I've been slacking, but Mom's been keeping her clean for me. She's been out busting it around. So as you can see, I've got a little oil pan here. On some of the later models, I noticed it comes with a little rubber hose that you can run it down. This one has one already on it. So basically, you just loosen this drain plug right here, and it should drain out of this this tube. Should drain out of this tube pretty good. I'm gonna vent it once I get it open, and then obviously you gotta take your air filter off. So I've got all that good stuff. When I bought it, I went ahead and got everything that I needed for a service. So I don't have my tripod with me, but so I'm just gonna try to hold it and do this all at once. I believe this is like a 10mm nut, but smarty pants me locked my toolbox up that I brought here from my house, and the keys are all my truck keys, which are in Missouri. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little slot in here so you can get like a little flathead, and as you can see, it's not very hard to turn. So let me set you guys up on a time lapse, and I'm gonna set you up somehow so hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but it's pretty straightforward. So obvious stuff that, you know, it's not rocket science. Always want to make sure you're on level ground. Heat the engine up a little bit, get the oil moving around so it comes out a little bit nicer. I probably could have let it run a little bit more, but I didn't want it to get too hot that I couldn't work on it because I've got other stuff to do today. So as it's draining, make sure you keep your plug clean. Went ahead and got Kawasaki's oil while I was there, some 10W40 4-cycle engine oil, synthetic blend, contains zinc, blah blah blah. Got a couple quarts of that, and then got Kawasaki's oil filter. Let's see, I don't know if there's a part number right here on the front if you guys want to. I don't know, can you see that? Maybe. Just a little guy. So as you can see, we got kind of a slow drip coming out. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this back in so the rest will hopefully just come out of the hose if there's anything left in there, but I don't want to get that dirty. Now I've got oil on my hands. I don't know if I'll be able to twist this, but yeah, comes off fairly easily. As you can see, make sure your pan's still down there for when you take your oil filter off, because this is full of oil as well. Yeah. All right, so just something that I like to do. I don't know if y'all's dads taught you this, but whenever I change the oil filter, I always take a little oil and kind of grease up around the ring. He always told me it would seal up better. I don't know, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I'm not a mechanic, but that's what my dad always had me do. Gonna put a little bit of oil in here. I gotta turn it sideways, so I don't want it to fill all the way up, but just to kind of prime it a little bit so it's not bone dry. All right, guys, and since we're a minimalist, and we don't like bringing a bunch of tools out. All right, so I'm about to just tighten this thing up just a little bit. I know it seems crazy, but there's a slot in there. Just get something skinny to slide in and kind of turn it. If you're smarter than me and didn't lock your toolbox, so you have a 10mm laying around, obviously just tighten it up with that. I might see if my dad's tools got one laying around, but his stuff's pretty unorganized, so I have no clue where stuff is. So yeah, check and make sure you got any leaks once you start putting oil in, but I think we're pretty tight. Nothing else coming out. Obviously you need your little funnel. Wish this neck was a little smaller. I might see we got another one laying around.